Fleur, welcome back. You've been gone too long. Too long, but what a song to come back to. What was your reaction when you first heard it for the first time, all finished? Because it's just a song you can't not move to.
Yeah. I think it was a fun process creating the song with the whole team. But then I remember the first time we listened back to it, the final finished product, and we were all in the office, and it was just one of those moments where, you know, goosebumps, everyone was smiling, and we just knew instantly that it was going to be the first single. There was no doubt in any of our minds.
You must have also known that you're going to have a hit on your hands.
Well, this is the thing, I'm so happy with it, but then it's like, it's one thing you loving it, and then it's another thing kind of putting it out there and for everyone else to love it. You just hope that everyone loves it as much as you do.
Well, I think one of the first times that most people have got to hear it was on the X Factor. They used it. Have you kind of read any reactions to what people have thought about it?
So far on Twitter, there's been a lot of positive feedback. A lot of videos, lots of people have been filming videos, dancing to it, which is amazing. And now I just can't wait. I can't wait for people to see the video. I can't wait for people to just hear the full song.
Well, you made your own little video with Little Mix. Loved that. Yay. How did you get them involved? You know, these girls are massive anyway, so having them in a video with you, dancing to it.
You know what? They're lovely girls. They're so lovely to do that. I met them while I was on the show, and they've been supporting me like from the show. So I've met them a few times, and they're label buddies. We're on the same label, so it was nice. We were in Psycho at the same time that day. And they were just talking about the song, they loved it. So they were willing to just film a little video with me for fun, and
well, when you name a song Sax, you have to be prepared to do a saxophone impression at the drop of a hat. And I'm gonna ask you to do it because you're gonna have to show us all how to do your saxophone impression.
Here you go.
You're gonna get asked plenty, I'm sure. I'm not gonna be the last person to ask you that. Have you been following X Factor this year?
Yes.
Because it's obviously where you came from.
Yeah.
But it's been, you know, it's been a year, hasn't it, since you were on it. Have you kind of got your favourites? I saw you tweeting a little bit about it.
Yeah.
What are you thinking this year?
I love it. The group category is my favourite. I love the groups. Okay. Just because being a performer and I love to dance and I love to perform, and all the groups are doing that this year, so it's amazing. I love Shawn Miley Moore. I think Louisa is amazing, and Antoine's got a really strong voice. So it's difficult now. It's very early to tell like who's going to go on to win it, but there's a few that I really like.
Was it really important for you to come back with a dancey kind of track, one which you could show your moves off to, because it's exactly what it does?
Yeah, definitely. I think I was really lucky on the show because week by week, you know, the music team and Simon, they just understood the direction that I wanted to go in. So the songs that I did on the show were sort of an indication of what kind of music I would do coming off the show. So I think, yeah, it was inevitable really that it was going to be an up-tempo dancing number.
We did Bruno Mars obviously on the show.
Yes.
Are we going to have a cover of that on your album?
Possibly. I've been doing my market research. I've been talking to people in the street, and they've been saying that they would love to hear my version of the album, so we'll see.
And you did Girl on Fire as well, haven't you?
Yes.
Which is, I've been singing that ever since I've been hearing it on the adverts.
Oh, wow.
You've done that as well. Is that going to be one we're going to hear as well?
Possibly. It's funny, it's got a really, really great reaction. Better than I think any of us expected, so we might have to rethink the album track list now.
Well, is it all kind of ready to go, ready to?
Pretty much, yeah.
What are we hearing? Is it going to be similar to Sax, or is it going to be something, you know, is there a variety?
Yeah, there's a lot of variety. The only thing that I think is the main thread throughout the album is that they all pay tribute to some form of old school sound. So whether it's old school hip hop, funk, disco, rap, anything like that, we've paid tribute to that through every song.
Who has been influencing you? Because when I listen to Sax, it has got kind of an old school vibe about it, but I can't place my finger on like who it's got a similar sound to, so it must have like various influences.
It's a mixture of so many things, because I grew up like listening to Salt and Pepper, I listened to Michael Jackson, I listened to Bob Marley, I listened to, you know, all the records that my parents were partying to, like Kool and the Gang, all of that stuff.
Girl After
So
My
it's
Heart.
like a little like cocktail of everything mixed up and just splurged out to create this Fleur sound.
Well, you went and recorded in America.
Yes.
What was that like? Because obviously that's huge, and when you've been trying, I think, make it in the music industry for so long, to finally get there and to be in a music studio and with Babyface? Is that
Yeah,
right?
I mean, there's so many people I've worked with out there. There's Oaken Pop, who've worked with like Nicki Minaj and Alicia Keys. There's E-Man and Evan, who've worked with like Beyonce.
Crazy.
Like these people are so established and have got so many accolades to their name. It was such an honour to be sitting in a room and working with them. But they're just so genuine, like these people. They loved creating with me. Like we had such a good time, and they embraced all my crazy ideas, and of which you can hear throughout the album. And I'm just so excited now for people to hear it.